sometime soon, we're going to go live, and it's going to be awesome and great and wonderful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to Babetalk. We're starting. This is how we're going to start. This is start. Everyone scream, woo!
Wow, woo!
Hello, woo, hello. Yes, clap, everybody clap. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're starting Babetalk. Hello. Tonight, I have Remi of 5-Star Secret. Hello.
Hello there.
How are you?
I'm doing quite wonderful. It's a little warm here, but I'm doing great.
Really? I thought Wisconsin was supposed to be like a cold state.
9 months out of the year, yes. And then you have June, July, August, and it's absolute hell.
I mean, I love how you didn't call me an idiot and be like, you asshole, we do have summer too.
No, it's literally either winter or it's summer, and there's no in between.
Really? So, like, you guys barely experience, like, a fall season or a spring?
I mean, there's, like, a little bit of fall, and then it's, like, the first frost hits, and then it's done. It's just torrential snow until end of March. It's terrible.
Torrential. That is terrible.
Yes.
Speaking of terrible, I think your shirt says never happy.
Yeah, it's for as it is. It says ever after on the back.
Oh, got you. Okay, because
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, I guess it's just speaking of terrible things, like, I guess we'll just go off of that.
I mean, I'm never happy. Let's be real. Just kidding. I'm a songwriter. I can't be happy.
Just emo all the time. I mean, like, some of the best Johns have, like, come out from sad places. So, I mean, I guess we have to have a good balance of emotion in order to have cool things.
Exactly. At least for me, a lot of, like, where I get songwriting inspiration from is usually when I'm, like, not happy and when I'm, like, alone in my bedroom at night and I'm like, oh my God, I have to write about this because obviously it's my best form of an outlet. My mom's over there.
Exactly.
Fun fact. She says hi.
Oh, okay. It sounded more like a shush, so I guess we can translate that to a hello. Mothers are always welcomed on Babetalk. I don't know how many mothers we've had showcased on here, but it's been hella. So.
Okay.
Hi, Mom.
She says hi. Hi, Allie. Hello. She says hi.
Hello. Oh, well, thank you. Tell her she's wonderful.
I'm okay. Cool. Back to where we were. Sorry.
Back to where we were. No, ice cream is far more important. If you're ever in the middle of an interview and someone offers you ice cream, say, I'm sorry, I know this is important, but ice cream will always take precedence because it's always about the small things in life. Always take the ice cream over interviews.
I had the icy freezy pop thing earlier, so I don't need ice cream.
Icy freezy pop. You're sticking to that title too.
Yeah. Sounds good.
So for everybody at home, I want a quick nationwide survey. Please tweet at Babetalk Show and tell us, what do you call frozen treats wrapped inside narrow plastic wrap?
The icy things that come in like rainbow colors. So.
Because we always just used to call them like the little ices.
Yeah, I mean.
And then like we have like icy, tasty, yummy from Remi. So just.
Yeah. I'm gonna trademark it and make my own.
There you go. Capitalism 101. That's how you do it. Start with music and with merchandise.
Yes.
So, anyway, we start off our shows by asking our guests how their past few weeks, months, days, years have been. However long you want to tell us, let me know. How has been your past few whatever?
Oh, man. The last couple weeks have been kind of crazy, if I'm completely honest with you. I was working a retail job for 3 years. And I was like, well, I'm done with this. So I quit like a week and a half ago. And now I'm just kind of going full music. And it's just been crazy. I have all these opportunities just coming at me now. And I'm like, ah. So it's kind of like the right time to do it, I guess.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's working out.
That's good. That's great. Where'd you used to work?
I worked at a store called Shopco. I believe they're mostly Midwestern, but they've got some Western stores too now.
Oh.
But yeah.
Is it like a Target or like a large department store?
It's like a Target meets Walmart kind of. Doesn't have Walmart prices. It has Target prices, but like Walmart quality in my opinion.
Wow, damn. So you're
I'm
so that's just
sorry
not
if
a good
Shopko
score.
if Shopko is watching this. I'm really sorry, but you also paid me terribly, so
Damn, calling them out. This is a call-in episode. You know, we're not
shots
even going to get
fired.
into the interview. It's going to be a full expose on Shopco.
Yeah. Somebody's gonna watch this now and be like, "Wow, she's really salty about that job."
They're gonna go after your music. It's gonna be a corporation just saying like, I'm sorry, there's something in there that we can't market now. You must be shut down.
Yeah.
That's how Big Brother works.
Let's hope they don't come after
But I mean,
me.
yeah, let's hope, because that would be pretty damn awful.
Anyway.
Is there anything that you did like on a fun level that was cool for you for the past few weeks that's outside your music and also you quitting?
Yeah, as far as music goes, I played a show on Monday for this band that I thought was a little bit more alternative, but they described themselves as like alternative country western, and I heard a couple songs. I was like, okay, that's cool. And I show up to the show, and they're like full out cowboys, and I'm like, oh, okay. They were really cool dudes, super talented. But I was like, here's me with my bright red hair, and I'm wearing all black, and I'm just gonna get up here. The
actual definition of like alt.
Exactly.
And they're like, we have shiny belt buckles.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, we thought you were a full band. And I'm like, nope, it's just me. But it was fun.
I love how no one looks into these bands when they book them, because like I've known like promoters to not look into bands when they book them, and I've also known bands to be like, oh yeah, come on show, and they'd be like, oh, we know what you were.
Yeah.
You just look at the name and just like.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of confusing though, because like I go under a band name just because I don't want to put my name on merch because I think it's awkward, but that's just me.
I mean, there are plenty of people that do that. Like, I'm pretty sure Into It Over It is pretty acoustic. I do know Evan just kind of does his own thing. Koji, it's just his first name, and I believe it's a stage name to an extent.
Oh, cool.
I swear I'm a journalist and I know things. There are also a bunch of other different people that like, you know, just use a stage name instead of like their own name. So that's not like
right.
Crazy and
It's
unheard
not
of.
super uncommon.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that was interesting. I walk in and they're like, so it's just you and your ukulele? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, okay, well, it makes our job easy, I guess. And I'm like, okay.
Cool. Sick.
If you're cool with it, I'm cool with it. Let's go.
The same. When was this?
This was on Monday, so a couple days ago.
That's pretty recent. How was the show?
I'm sorry, what?
How was the show? Like the overall experience of it all?
It was pretty cool. Like I'm really underground, under the radar yet as far as music scene around here goes. So nobody was really singing along, but I got a good applause. There was about 50 people there, so it was pretty cool. Can't complain.
You'll take it. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Good show. Good response.
That's dope.
Can't
That's
complain.
cool. That's good.
Yeah.
That's very cool. So what about outside your music? What do you do for fun around the Oshkosh area? I just love saying that name.
Oh man.
Not gonna lie.
Oshkosh is it's a pretty new town. It's a college town, so I mean there's a lot of kids always walking out in front of your cars that shouldn't be, but I can't complain because I do that sometimes too. That was completely irrelevant, but not a lot to do in Oshkosh. I hang out at a cafe a lot. It's called the New Moon Cafe. I've played there a couple times. They also have open mics. It's just a cool atmosphere there. I also hang out at the Exclusive Company a lot because they sell good CDs. And I also work there part-time now. It's music, so I like it.
I saw that. Yeah, that was a cool thing. You got yourself a new job.
Yeah. Well, it's really part-time, so it's a lot less of a workload than Shopko was.
Sure.
And it's also music, so I like it 2,000 times more.
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and they're cool with me having fire engine red hair, so props to them.
They were about it. They said, I like your hair. When can you start?
Right. She was like, oh, you're interesting. I like you. And I'm like, oh, thanks. So that's that. Other than that, I mean, I just kind of hang out at home on the internet, promote sometimes once in a while. So, yeah.
That's good. I mean, like, promotion is always important.
Yeah, exactly. Especially where I am musically right now, because I've got 150 likes on Facebook, which is cool, but I'd like to get that up to be about double that by the end of the summer. So we're getting there.
You're getting there. I mean, like, and it's good that you're setting yourself goals to kind of like, figure out how to get a larger presence on the internet.
Right. And I think that artists like me nowadays, like the internet is such a huge tool, because I mean, you can do word of mouth type stuff and post flyers and stuff, but you only get a minimal traffic from that. Online presence is a lot more important, and I think that's part of why I'm slowly getting to where I want to be for now. So it's pretty cool. I can't complain. I'm just
Pretty cool.
For having never happy on my shirt, I'm pretty happy.
There you go. See, just breaking emo stereotypes. It's like, I'm emo, but I'm also happy.
I mean, deep down, but I'm happy.
Incredible. Well, we're going to jump into the interview portion of this show. If you guys are listening to this and you like what you're listening and hearing and stuff like that, we are sponsoring nothing, but we're actually looking for sponsorship to help run the show and make everything happy and smooth for us. It ain't free, but it's a free service that we would love to keep this way. So if you have any opportunity, or if you want to work with us with your band for extra promotion, or your brand, like if you do shirts or scooters, light up sneakers, icy pops, we're your people. Hit us up. Ollie at Babetalk.tv. We will let you know things. We'll have conversation, dialogue, and then we'll do stuff.
Cool.
Do it.
I mean, if Freezy Icy Pop Company comes through, send them my way. I'm looking to buy a box of full lemon lime ones.
It's just a full box of just 11 lime ones.
Yeah.
You said nothing else but that. I mean, hey, Mama knows what she likes, so hey.
Yeah, those are the best ones.
Incredible. I do like we're still on the subject of that. My favorite is the blue tropical ones.
There you go. Those ones are pretty good.
Oh, be good indeed.
Cool.
So, interview. Now I'm saying so again. So
there
we're gonna get to the, So we go. Here we go. Interview time. For those listening at home that do not know exactly who you are, if you want to describe your project, 5-Star Secret, to them, and then we'll start to break it down a little bit more, and then we'll start to get to know you, and we'll have a fun time.
Awesome. So, hello, internet world. My name is Remi. I am 5-Star Secret. It's a solo acoustic project. I'm slowly becoming more known for my ukulele jams. I write a lot about stuff and things, mostly sad stuff and heartbreak. I like sassy songs. So a tune you're going to hear later, if you like sassy songs that are Taylor Swift-esque about boys that are dumb, stay tuned because you're going to like that one. What else do I do? Let's see. I'm learning the tambourine, so that's exciting. That'll be on future releases. And I do everything by myself. I manage, promote, play, sing, write, the whole 9 yards. So if you're tweeting at me ever, it's always me that's going to be replying. So that's pretty cool.
That'd be cool. That was a perfect promotional piece. Like, I'm pretty sure I could just chop it up and just send it over your way. Like, when people hit your YouTubes, be like, hello,
internet world.
hello, internet world. I've never had a guest do that before. Like, that's just coming to you live from Babe Talk. Thank you for listening. But so let's like begin with who you are as a person. Like, how was your kind of start into music? Because you're an acoustic player, you're a songwriter, but where did that initial itch come from to have you say, I want to start getting into music?
Okay, so in high school is when my freshman year of high school is like when I first started getting into like alternative scene bands kind of. I definitely had a cringy emo I think I'm better than everybody else because I listen to this kind of music phase that I'm slightly ashamed of, but we all go through it, so it's fine. And then in 2012, so this would be my sophomore year, is when I kind of was like, oh, I found a college that does music stuff, that'd be kind of cool. But I didn't really care about school, so I was like, whatever, I don't need this. And right before the start of my sophomore year, my dad passed away, and I found a band on Spotify, because on the side it shows you like what all your friends are listening to. And there was a band called Set It Off that came up on September 18th, 2012. And the song was Dad's song. So right away, it intrigued me because of the situation I was going through. And here I am sitting in my study hall, and I play this song, and I'm just bawling. I'm just like crying, and everyone's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, just give me a second. And so that started my love for the band Set It Off. And I listened to them more and more, and fell in love with them and their musical style. Flash forward a year, I go to 2013 Vans Warped Tour, my first Warped Tour, and I see Set It Off. And loved their set, loved everything about them, how genuine Cody was after the set. They were just great to me as individuals, and as a music lover, I guess they respected me. It was really cool. And then that September, I think it was, he was offering vocal lessons over Skype. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do one because that'd be cool. So I did one, and they had just announced the Scream It Like You Mean It tour, and they were hitting Milwaukee, and I already had my ticket and whatnot. And at this point, they had Partners in Crime still in their set list. And if you know that song, it's a duet with Ash Costello from New Year's Day. And at the end of my lesson, he was like, do you have any questions for me? And I was like, yes. And this is going to be a big, like, on the whim one, and you might say no, and I totally understand. But you're coming to Milwaukee in October, and it would be super, super sweet if I could sing Partners in Crime with you. And he was like, yeah, that'd be so cool. And I was like, wait, what? Like, you're actually going to let me sing with you? And so that was really cool. And I went into that night not really expecting a whole lot out of it, I guess. But, like, I was singing at one of my favorite venues, the Rave. And so I went on stage. Everything was like a blur, really. And that was when I was like, okay, maybe I can do this. And so I went home and birthed Five Star Secret. And that is the beginning stories of how I started.
That is so incredible.
Yeah.
Just for to share, because like I do love Set It Off. I remember seeing them years ago, and
Yeah.
just the theatrics that they put on is just fantastic. It's so cool.
And I just I've had other vocal lessons and songwriting lessons with Cody since then, and he's just always so nice to me as a musician and somebody that loves his music. So it was really cool. It was a great experience. I've actually had the opportunity to sing with them 2 other times after that one time. So it's like, it's really cool to see that he's got the faith in me. So it's kind of cool.
Absolutely. It's kind of like having an artist, like, not exactly take you under the wing, but like you're literally like kind of like a mentor or like a apprenticeship in a sense.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. It was a neat experience, and I just wouldn't trade it for the world. I was just happy it happened.
Absolutely. So we get to the vocal lessons. So what about learning the ukulele and part of the guitar? Okay,
so I got my first guitar probably in 2012. It was a really crappy one, and I never could get it in tune. So I just was kind of writing lyrics and melodies at that point. And then for the following Christmas, I got a Taylor, which is a step up and a little bit better and nicer. And I finally got that to be in tune and nice. And so I started going online and just kind of looking it up, different chords and stuff. So I completely self-taught myself guitar, and I'm pretty crap at it, but I make do. And ukulele came along about a year and a half ago, and I also self-taught myself ukulele. And I prefer the ukulele to the guitar at this point, but I like to play them both and kind of keep it fresh.
Keep it fresh, yo.
Keep it fresh.
Now,
Yeah.
the other thing that really is fairly important is the songwriting.
Right.
Where was the like yeah.
Where was my inspiration and all that fun stuff?
Well, like I wouldn't even say inspiration. It was more like when did you find songwriting to be the new outlet? Like, because it's kind of like like writing poetry. It's kind of turns into a form of like emotional purging, and not a lot of people are able to like catch on to that internally and in themselves. So like, what had you turn that into an outlet?
Honestly, I think I started first writing poetry in like 7th grade, and like trying to turn it into lyrics at the same time, because that was right when the Disney Channel movie Camp Rock came out, and I'm not gonna lie, I became slightly obsessed, as my 12-year-old self was. But then I just created a little book, and I was like, oh my god, I want to write lyrics, and it was a crap attempt at first, but obviously it's evolved. As far as like how I get myself to write it down, it's been difficult to like really share like how I feel in songs, but with everything that I've been writing lately, it's probably my most honest and genuine material.
Nice. So when you went to go, so when you got determined and you finally figured, like this is what I want to do. I'm on stage, I'm singing, I'm able to get in front of people and do this. What was the next step for you after you came to this realization? Because then like you went on and put out your EP, but like was that like the first thing you did? Like did you start doing shows at first?
Right. My first show I found on Craigslist at actually the New Moon Cafe, and it was just an acoustic artist that was like, oh, I need more people to open, and I was like, okay, well, here's what I've got. It's all recorded off my phone at this point, but let me know what you think. And they were like, yeah, you're good, you're on. And I'm like, what? So I was like, okay, I guess I'm good enough. Let's do this. So I went and I did that show, and then I didn't really do any more shows after that until October. So March to October, I was kind of in limbo and just continually writing and stuff. And then in October, I went into a studio and did some rough demo-y EP stuff that's up on Bandcamp right now. So yeah, and then I've just been doing more shows since, which is exciting.
What was the mindset actually like, realizing that, all right, this is like me doing the music thing? Like when you went into the studio for the first time as a new artist.
Yeah. Oh man, I remember that like really vividly. I like showed up to the studio 45 minutes early because I was like so excited to just leave my house and go. And then I was also afraid I was gonna get lost. But so I like pull up and I'm like freaking out and I'm like doing my vocal warm-ups in my car, and then I see the producer, he's like chilling outside the door. So he hears everything I'm singing and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I walk in and it was just so cool because where I go, it's like there's a front desk and then you go into this big live room, and I've never been in a room like that where it was, the acoustics were like perfect, and I was like, this is like heaven for me. And when I really realized like, oh my God, like I'm a musician now, it's like just going back and like hearing everything that I just recorded, and I was like, whoa, I'm like 10 times more legit than I was 3 hours ago. And it's so cool.
That's really awesome. That's really fun to hear. So now we're at the point of like, you're playing shows, you have some stuff that you're able to put on at Bandcamp. What was the reception that you started seeing from your performances?
Reception from my performances has always been decent at shows. Like everyone's like, oh, you're really good, and I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you. Like, because I don't like, everyone's like, oh my gosh, you sound like so and so, and I'm like, oh my God, really? Like, thank you. Like, it's always a huge honor to hear that people compare me with these big name people like Kobe Kelly and Alanis Morissette, Kelly Clarkson, and I'm just
Alanis Morissette, that's an awesome one. Because Alanis Morissette's like, even within the folk music scene has always been definitely alternative. Like Jagged Little Pill is probably the most like anti-folk stuff I've ever heard.
Right. Because I was playing at a farmer's market the other day, and this guy comes up, he's like, you just reminded me so much of Alanis Morissette. And I'm like, what? I mean, thank you, but that's crazy. But the overall like reception from like friends and family was like, at first it was like, oh, cool, like you recorded stuff, like that's awesome. And now like I'm slowly getting radio play on a local radio station, and it's just been like people are like, oh my gosh, you're actually doing this. Like, I told you 3 years ago you couldn't. And I'm like, well, fun fact, I did it.
LOL, JK, psych.
It's funny because I'm slowly getting these little successes along the way, and this summer has been slowly filling up with really cool opportunities. And it's like, I actually dropped out of college last semester because my professor kept telling me that I couldn't do music. And I was finally like, why do you say I can't do it? You've never even heard me sing. You don't know what I've done. She's like, well, you're not pretty enough. And so I packed up my things, gave her my card, and I said, watch me. And I never went back.
Wow, that's fucking incredible. I don't understand how someone could just be so like, in their own opinion, so blunt like as well.
Yeah.
Like that's.
And I kind of wanted, I mean, if I would have thought of this on the way, I would have been like, so I should be like a teacher or something. Just to be like, I mean, come on. This is what I want to do.
Exactly. But I mean, like, even like that story on itself, like, you know, is pretty, that's a fucking ballsy move to like, you know, go ahead and say like, I'm going to do exactly what you don't think I'm able to do.
Right. It's
to have that amount of confidence in yourself.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely moments of doubt where I'm like, oh my God, should I be really doing this? I shouldn't have dropped out of school because now I'm all this money in debt, and oh my gosh. But at the end of the day, it's like the only thing that feels right to me is playing music, and how it comes pretty naturally to me to like get on stage and sing to people. So it's like, I feel like this is what I should be doing. So
absolutely. But also that courage is commendable too, because not a lot of people would ever take that leap.
Yeah, my mom's like, you're crazy, but I think you can do it. And I'm like, thanks, Mom.
Oh, that's great. That's also great.
So, yeah, but it's definitely
that's awesome.
Really cool. I don't know. I'm just so excited.
Just so hyped on your own stuff, which is great.
Yeah.
So we're looking at your music now, and it's very emotional. When did you fixate yourself on these different song elements and like figured out that this might be this is what you want to have your music portrayed as?
Right. So like
the emotional, like narrative
stuff.
kind of genre, well, more like song content, because like I do know you're very not introspective, but you do like to talk about, like, you know, your emotions when it comes to different people. The last one that you put out, Stay, is I'm assuming about someone that's no longer here, and like, you know, what could have been done, stuff like that. So like the emotional purge, like why was that the way that you wanted to portray yourself?
Right. So I like songs with meaning. I've always obviously personally connected to songs that I can connect to as a person. So I want to put out stuff that is genuine, has like a storyline or something to tell, and that maybe a listener can take away from. I've written plenty of lyrics that have empty meaning to me that I've just scrapped, because it's like, why should I waste my time on something that's not going to be portrayed in some kind of connective way? Because I think a lot of like pop stylish stuff that I've attempted to write has gone kind of bleh. So it's like artists like Say We Can Fly, and Ed Sheeran, those two I really look up to songwriting style wise, because they portray such emotion and they have deep lyrics, and it's like, that feels, I feel that when I listen to it. That's what I want to portray.
So you want to write in a way that, like, when someone's able to listen to it, including yourself, because you're writing for something that you want to hear, you want someone to be able to, we wanted to do something for them. Right.
So I want them to be able to like take away from it or relate to it, or just overall, I guess, enjoy it in the end. I think those are very important, especially when you want to connect with an audience on a more personal basis. And I think that's important as well for people that are just starting out like myself. So.
Absolutely, that's true. So what about the organizing of Let You Go? How was that experience?
The overall demo EP or the song itself?
The demo EP, like when you put like these, I think it's a 4-song EP. Hold on, let me say real fast. Yeah, so that 4-song EP, this was like your grand opening to people listen to you.
Right.
Do you think that what was the mindset going into that?
Going into that, firstly, it was like in August. Last August, I was like, okay, well, I got to record something and get something out there if I want to make it or even try to make it. So I had set up to go in October. So I gave myself like a month and a half to polish up what I had written and then write some more if I had the inspiration to do so. It itself, like Let You Go, I wrote in a park. I like to go other places to write. So typically I'm just like in other places just playing guitar chords until I find something that fits lyrically in terms of the song and meaning wise as well. But yeah, organizing it was really cool and putting it out was really cool. I recorded it and then got it back like all in the same day. So I just put it out all in the same day with no promotion. I was too excited to wait. So I can't hear you.
Struggle. I know. I'm sorry.
Go.
I was struggling to unmute it. But I mean, like, it was good that like that you've. I do like the going to different places and writing. That's kind of unique. But also in the same fact that like like you're always very excited to have people listen to your stuff, and that's really awesome as well.
Yeah, I'm excited about that too.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're gonna take this moment. We're gonna do a song showcase. I think we said that we're gonna showcase Moving On. If you want to kind of explain the meaning behind that song, and then we'll go ahead and show it to the general public.
Cool. So moving on, I actually wrote this song in a solid 25 minutes. It's about this guy who I went to school with actually, but he was a year younger than me, and he was like leading me on or whatever. And then he'd like, I didn't know that he was seeing somebody at the time. So I was like, whoa, wait, you just dropped this bomb on me and you're like saying all this stuff to me. Like, I can't morally do that because I'm not a homewrecker. Come on. And so he was like, well, this will just be our secret then. And I'm like, no. So I got really mad. And then I wrote this song. And then he heard it and he's like, oh, yeah, I really like that song. And it took a lot in me not to say, oh, by the way, it's about you.
Oh, that's gnarly. I mean, that would have been fucking great. But like, you got some good willpower in you. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. I was like, oh, thanks. I'm glad you like it.
It's like, I'm glad it's about you. Well, let's have everyone listen to it. It's gonna be Moving On off the EP. Let You Go by 5 Star Secret.
Mm-hmm.
You said you loved me, but you weren't thinking with your head. 'Cause I certainly recall all the words I wish I would have said. And I don't know you. And I don't know you anymore. 'Cause quite frankly, I hate you, but I'm too nice to say that to your face. And I'd wish you the best, but you're a mess just like the rest, so you can keep moving on. You said, hush, don't say a word, this is a secret between you and I. Well, baby, I don't want to stay silent. Oh, baby, I will start a riot. 'Cause quite frankly, I hate you, but I'm too nice to say that to your face. And I'd wish you the best, but you're a mess just like the rest, so you can keep moving on. And I hope by now you know this is about you, 'cause now you're forever stuck in this song. Maybe you'll realize that what you've done is wrong when you find yourself singing along. 'Cause quite frankly, I hate you, but I'm too nice to say that to your face. And I'd wish you the best, but you're a mess just like the rest, so you can keep moving on. Keep moving on.
Yeah. I absolutely remember going through the Defend Pop Punk group asking for new bands to come on the show. Well, no, I think it was actually for Babetalk Radio that was supposed to premiere in April, and now we're in June and there's no Babetalk Radio. Anyway, that's totally not the point. But yeah, I remember going through and hearing it and just automatically just saying like, I am so incredibly in love with this, and I need to showcase this in some way or some form right away. And like, although we didn't have the Babe Talk Radio, oh, absolutely. Like, despite not having the radio show, I still really wanted you to be on a show in some way, because like there are very few times in which I'm a huge sucker for like stripped down songs and very well done song lyrics. And like for someone to be able to like off the bat, like not even like not studying music, but like you know, like just have like that initial knack for being able to write really interpersonal stuff in a way that flows well. And then just what you said, you picked up the ukulele like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
This is really solid stuff. This is really, really good, and it's your first venture out there, and it's just like that's really awesome. And I love that you're getting opportunities and that you're able to. Yeah, absolutely, it's awesome.
Oh. Just
just child of God, just performing music for everyone.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some of the opportunities that you said that you have coming up, that you wish to divulge to the public at this time. Is there anything that what are these opportunities that you've been afforded so far?
Okay, everything I have so far is like okay to be publicized. I get to play at a music festival in my town of Oshkosh. I get to play on a rooftop at the end of July, which is pretty cool. I've never played on a rooftop before, but it sounds pretty sick. And then I also was offered a couple spots on this other music festival in De Pere, which is kind of I believe it's south of Green Bay. So if you know the Green Bay Packers at all, it's south of their hometown. And then I also, the biggest and most like prestigious thing that I've gotten thus far is the ability to play this festival in Appleton, Wisconsin called Mile of Music. It's a fairly new festival. It's in its 4th year, but it's a really big indie acoustic Americana festival that runs for 4 days, August 4th through the 7th. And I mean, there's all kinds of acoustic acts. I mean, they're flying people in from New Zealand and like Australia to perform this year. So it's pretty big. There's over 200 musicians playing over the 4 days with over 800 total live sets. It's a whole mile stretch of downtown Appleton, and every single bar, restaurant, any place that can basically accompany live music will be having live music playing at all times throughout these 4 days. So that's pretty super exciting. And then I'm hoping to record some new stuff this summer before August, if all works out in my favor. Oh no. I think the connection. Okay, here we go. Haha, there we go. can't hear you, but yeah, we're back.
Okay, yeah, we're back. So the good news is you didn't miss a beat, which was perfect, and you just you told everybody
Nice.
what was going on. So you have music festivals going on because I went to go check my other streams.
We are frozen. We are frozen. Okay, hold on, everybody. We are receiving messages from Ollie. Everything is frozen at the moment. Please stay relaxed as I wait for a message from Ollie. He's typing it. So, if you're like listening, here. Okay. So, it looks like Ollie lost the connection, unfortunately, but he's going to close the show for the evening, it looks like. Just make sure that's all he wants me to say. Because I'm still here, if you're still here. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, I'm gonna be closing the show this evening, I guess. Oh wait, here we go.
All
Here we
right,
go.
hi, I'm here.
I'm not closing the show anymore.
Remi, you've been an amazing guest. I thank you so much for bearing with everything that goes along with hosting a
I think we're still having issues. Uh-oh. Okay, so Ollie keeps losing connection, so I guess I will be closing the show this evening. First off, I'm sure maybe Ollie will play this back. Thanks for letting me come on. I really had a fun time. You can find me basically everywhere on the internet as long as it's /5starsecret. So twitter.com will be @5starsecret. Also @Remi Taff, but I'm on @5starsecret more than anything. Instagram is 5starsecret band because 5starsecret was taken. Facebook.com /5starsecret. And he's telling me, yeah, so basically anywhere /5starsecret you can find me. Bandcamp is 5starsecret.bandcamp.com, and soundcloud.com /5starsecret is another way to find my stuff. He says, tell everyone what you wish to get out of performing. Well, out of performing, I would like to just kind of gain an audience and gain some cool friends and people I can chat with at shows. And also just hopefully gain inspiration to keep doing what I do. So, with that, I believe that's going to conclude everything. I'm going to make sure. I think that is all for the evening, but I'm going to make sure. So, that is all I have for you this evening. I have been Remi from 5 Star Secret. Thanks for watching Babetalk. You should tune in for their next podcast next week because it will be awesome. I'm not sure who the guest is yet, but I'm sure it's going to be great. I've had fun with you. Hopefully you've had fun with me. And have a great rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.